for a dose of vitamin M. And guess what day it is today? Yep, today is a Monday Motivational Minute. And here's what we have in store for you today.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yes, it is. It's Monday. How are you all doing? Yes. All right. So the word of the day today is happy. All right, let's just get all technical with it. So the word happy is described as a feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. All right. And this is definitions from Oxford Languages, definitions from Oxford Languages. All right, so having that little backstory for the word of the day, do you feel happy today? Or what may make you feel happy? Is there such a thing as things make us feel happy? Or, is happiness tangible, right? Or is it a feeling, right? We hear the definition and so forth, but how do you, friend, differentiate / define happiness? Over the course of years, I realized that my source of happiness was leaning more into the things that made me feel happy. Meaning, I learned how to do more things that brought joy to my soul. I learned how to be in joy. I learned to embrace the circumstances themselves. And it wasn't a quick tutorial, right? It was by repetition, because over the years where I have gained a lot of stuff, lost a lot of stuff, gained a lot of stuff, lost a lot of stuff. So I have known how to have, and I have known how not to have. And life itself has taught me that no matter, I ended up having this ultimate lesson in life. Well, I'm still learning, but in this little area, I ended up learning that no matter where I'm at in life, that my circumstances do not depict my happiness. I learned to lean into the circumstances and search for the things that made me feel happy. Because before all of these lessons, I had an identity crisis with happiness, right? For me as a younger self, happiness was identified with accumulation of materialistic possessions, accumulation of whatever it was that money could buy. That was me in my younger self, in my younger days, my younger self. And then life is so funny, because what do you do if which there is no such thing technically, but work with me. What do you do if you have bought it all? If you've had it all? If you have attained the goals, right? It's so funny, because it's one of those things, like every time I prepared a goal and I went for the goal, and I remember like my very first dream car, when I finally, because it used to sit as a drop, a screen drop on the computer. And then of course I had a picture of it on my wall that I could face my dream car. And the moment came in life where I bought the dream car. And I was happy, elated. Drove it. But probably a month or 2 months later, I was just like, okay, it's a car, and I wasn't being ungrateful, but you just get into the groove of things, and the things just become the things. And so when do you feel content? When do you feel ultimate happiness? When does that start to percolate or bubble in your soul? And so I do say that, And the reason why I do say that my circumstances do not define my happiness, and I had to learn that, because once again, when I mentioned that I've learned on how to have, and I have learned on how not to have, it's been a great feeling and a great experience, because both spectrums were polar opposites. But in those circumstances, with my younger self going through the different phases, when I did have a lot and then when I didn't have anything, I had to realize, it was the hardest part was when I initially was at the top and I had it all, lost everything, and didn't know how to cope, because those things defined who I was and defined my happiness. And it was in those dark moments that I learned that I had to lean into that circumstance and find the minimal things, the bare things, the most simplistic things to make me happy, and that my happiness is me. I am my happiness, right? Things are not my happiness. Situations are not my happiness, but I am my happiness. So to you, friend, today I ask, what is it that makes you happy? How do you define happiness? Do you keep getting a reoccurring dream and are trying to figure out why you keep dreaming of the same dream? Or perhaps are you dreaming of teeth falling out? Or have you ever had a dream where you were naked, and perhaps even naked in public? OMG, how embarrassing. Or perhaps you don't remember your dreams when you wake up. Well, check it out. Join us at the Dream Decoding podcast, where I teach you on how to train yourself to have a memory recall, and or I teach you on how to understand your dreams as it pertains to your current waking life. The importance of understanding the symbols and messages that we get in our dream realm is because sometimes these messages are coming to give us a good word and or to help us along the path. So don't miss out. Join us at the Dream Decoding podcast with your host, Memory.